Wow. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everything's going well for you in your life. And let's get into the chats as we do every single day. God bless you all. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you. Ooh, actually, I think I was on a Zoom call. All right. All right. Shout out to you all for being here. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for all the nice, beautiful messages I've been receiving. Never in my life would I think I got so many beautiful messages, and it's been amazing. So thank you so much for everything. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Okay. First order of business. Last night in my trading group, I decided to get into PEPE yet again and made another position. And the old position too was eventually I had about $3,000 worth of PEPE. Why did I get into PEPE? What was happening? And if you were in the trading group, how would you have been able to make over 50% gains overnight? You can see PEPE is the top gainer right here in my trading, in my whole little thing. 68% here. BBC up, Astra, Metaverse, which is something we traded on and off to as well. But for the most part, PEPE just taking over the gains. And I'm just going to show you, if you're in the trading group, what you receive. Like, what goes on? Like, how do I figure out, like, because everyone's like, it's not a signals group, but what is it? What I don't understand. How do I make money? I don't get it. So, look, what I do is I post, it's kind of like in war, and say there was a sniper, right? And I don't mean to be, but say there was a sniper in war, and his job is to find the most risks and take the risks out, right? We'll flip that the other way. I'm looking for the best gains and to get the gains out, right? So I'm scanning the market every time, and I don't want to waste your time. So if I post a chart, it means I believe it's highly likely to play out, right? If I post, and then I'll post something preemptive like, hey, this could happen in a few days. Let's watch it here. Then I post it again in 3 days, and I kind of take you on the story because every trade has a story. Every trade has a little path to the way it goes, right? So with that being said, so if you look at my Discord today or last night, and you can see it's all timestamped too, but 11:44 p.m., I'm up and I said PEPE, right? First chart I post, and I try to post more than one chart. I post this because I'm like, well, it came to the 0.5 fib. It may extend to the 618, but it's already getting jumbled up with the 200-day moving average. And this I'm just saying it can go to 21, right off the bat. Just something that I'm pointing out, all right? Now, you look at that and you're like, well, I'm still a little confused, Lifer. I don't fully understand, right? And that's why I then zoomed in, because I was like, oh, they can't see that inverted head and shoulder. Inverted head and shoulders break up 68% of the time. There was a 68% chance that this was going to move to the upside, right? So right off the bat. And then on top of that, right, I posted yet another chart because I was like, you know what? I want to be in more depth. And I said open-minded idea here. And I drew that it looked like we were going to break out of this to the upside. That was the inverted head and shoulder there, right? But I just hit it with the grouping. And it said, we could go up 100% here and up to 25. So you see before and boom, after. And look, no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Whenever I post a chart like this, it's all about the stop loss below the 200 SMA, somewhere in this area. I actually posted the real money that I had posted, that I had put into the trade too, just to make people understand, like, this is how much I got. Look, I got $3,100 in this trade right now, right? I still hold 30, and I kind of went over how I took some profits and all that. The next morning, I wake up and I see, like, look, 3K turned into 4,500 in my sleep. It only took, and imagine making $1,500 overnight off of $3,000, right? Imagine that. That feels good. I used to work really hard and make $1,800 a week when I was at the height of after going to school for 4 years and working in the same industry for about 15 years at 34, 35 years old, from 22 or 12 years, 13 years. I was finally making $1,875 a week, which I'm not complaining about. It was great, and there was overtime and all that. But I made that last night. So this is how your life can change. If you join the trading group today, I can help you. I can show you. I can put you in the best setups humanly possible. I can show you why I'm in the setup, what's going on, what I'm looking at. And this has a huge market cap, right? I can't pump Pepe. I just want to make that really clear. It's the technical analysis that plays out. So now I'm looking at Pepe, and I can see that the 7-minute is looking pretty interesting. And it could be breaking out to the upside again, or making at least some type of flag here where it can continue to the upside. Now, it may come down all the way to the 618. It may drop a little bit more. Looks like it may, actually. We'll look at the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, the 1-hour time frame does want to come back down to the 200 SMA. That's just something to think about, right? So with that being said, yeah. Then I did open up a leverage trade this morning, and I lost the leverage trade, right? Last night I traded quickly up for a quick $80, right? And then last night, if you can see, I lost $100. So look, I won 26, I won 50, and then I lost 105 this morning. And again, if your favorite YouTuber isn't posting a loss, there's just something weird going on there, because every single trader loses. Because you have to think about it logically. Who just hits every single time they trade? It's just impossible. It never happens. It just never happens. All right. So if it never happens, then you should just then they're either not showing you the loss. And again, who cares? I'm going to focus on myself, but I'm just breaking things down. When I was a person watching YouTube, it was hard to figure out who was who, and it was hard to figure out what was going on, and it was hard to figure out kind of like if I was getting the real information or the proper information, or what was really happening. Like, is this person profitable? Did they show me? And again, I made $1,500 last night. I lost $100 on a leverage trade, right? So I'm up big on the night, and there's some other things that I made money on last night too as well. I don't show every single thing that I do, but I attempt to show you as many things as possible that will help you understand how to make gains. I want you to understand these concepts. It's important for me that you can kind of follow the storyline with me. All right, and that's kind of the idea here behind this trading group. So and what I do every day on this live stream. So with that being said, yeah, I just yeah, that's all. That is all. So yeah, that's it. So I'd like to show you. I'm actually as proud of my losses as I am of my wins, because my losses tell me that I keep going no matter what. That no matter what happens, I'm able to push forward. That no matter how I feel or what's going down, I can get to that next level, right? And that's just kind of, that to me is the key. That to me is the key. So, yeah. So come with me, man, for the losses and the wins, the ups and the downs, the have and the have-nots, like, and everything that comes with it, right? So may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. Today's a tougher day than most for whatever reason. You wake up and you're just like, huh, you know, there's just that feeling of loss for me personally, and I can see how it can all never go away, because it's never going to be back to the way it used to be. Never, you know, it's never going to get back to the way it used to be. There's always going to be that struggle, that loss, and also just now, my dad used to take care of my mom, right, as best as he could, and now it's time for me to take care of my mom. So it's an added responsibility that I now assume as the man of the family. You know, it's like, I am the only other male in my family besides my dad. And when you think about it like that, you realize, wow, like, out of nowhere, boom, you have to do what you have to do to take care, right? And that's the key too. And that's why I'm keeping going on the live. The live is really helping me, everybody. Each and every one of you are really making me realize that my commitments are important. What I have to do with my life are important. And may God bless each and every one of you. So I just wanted to show you the gains that we made in the trading group, just so you can understand what's happening, how it's happening, and just what's going on. All right. And yeah, with that being said, I drew a Fibonacci for Pepe too, and said, hey, maybe it comes down to this local golden pocket. And, you know, that's interesting. That would coincide with this, you know, getting oversold in the 7, coming back to the downside. However, Pepe has been hot again, hotter than hot. And it's been the coin to have, the coin to trade. It's also, even if you weren't into long-term holding Pepe, it's just been the coin. Honestly, look at this too. This is very interesting. There's another Adam and Eve here, and I didn't even recognize this till now, but that's another Adam and Eve double bottom. And the last time Pepe did an Adam and Eve double bottom, it was the larger one right here, right, where it did it here, and it blasted to the upside. So one idea we can do is we can take this concept and we can make a fractal of it, and we can just take a look at what's happening here, right? I don't want that wick, that ugly wick. That wick is crazy, all right? But maybe like from right here over, and then I take the pump, all right? And then what I like to do is I like to shrink it down to size to match where we're at. It takes a second. Bear with me here. We'll double click on the screen so we can see everything. And boom, I mean, and we'll open it up a second. But I mean, look at that, all right? I mean, it's starting to form another Adam and Eve. And like, that also coincides with the idea of the length of the pole that I had here, which gives us our measured move to the upside somewhere to about 23.25. I feel like the pullback maybe as little as coming back down to about possibly 14. But Pepe now went into price discovery again last night, the highest it's ever been. It broke its previous high at 15.109, and it's now using that as support too as well. I'll take this away, but I just hope you can see what I'm breaking down. And the key to my success in trading is that I don't care what the asset is. I don't care what's going on. I'm able to take what I've learned before on any asset and bring it into this asset. Like I know Adam and Eve double bottoms break to the upside. That's just what they do. And if you find you would make like a neckline here, you would draw from the neckline to the bottom and swing that out. And it's pretty close to what happened last night, which is interesting. So a lot of people saw that. And you usually get about, usually you get about 40% out of an Adam and Eve almost every time, locked and loaded. I don't know why that is. Look, it's 38%. It's like a 90% accurate pattern that just absolutely explodes. So I want to break that down for you and show you kind of the method to my madness, what's really happening behind the scenes, what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, and how I'm doing it, right? And what pattern recognition I looked at, how I'm using it, and just all these different concepts that we have going on. So that's the key. That's the key, everyone. That's the key. Everyone, we have 42,969 followers on YouTube, subscribers. I would love it if we could get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It would be awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. And I didn't get to post the live stream like I usually do. Thank you so much for that. Yesterday played out perfectly. So what's next for Bitcoin? Tune into my live stream and let's take a break. Yeah, I appreciate that. And let me post this to the trading group. I didn't get a chance to post this link to the trading group. There I am talking on Twitter. We'll turn that off. And my routine has just been a little off. Been a hard, I didn't work out this morning like I usually do. I have a lot of family here too, so the room that I usually work out in, there's just people around. So it's not as easy. Look at that. That's bugged out, right? And that will go on forever. If we sit here like this will go on forever. I found this is really strange. Like another picture and another picture. And I said, that will go to infinity. It won't stop. Like the little picture will make it. And one day I sat here wondering, like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean that will go on and on and on and on? Because I'm live streaming what I'm showing myself. This will go on into infinity. Into infinity. And I find it really odd, right? Like, look, that guy will make the picture, and 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 that guy will make the picture. And honestly, when will this stop? And I realize that we live in an infinite universe because even when you do something digitally, look, it's going to keep going until we can't see it anymore, but we know it's still going to be happening over and over and over and again. This concept here has kind of bugged me out one day when I thought that this should just continue in that manner. How does that make you feel? And I just find it's pretty visually stunning too. It's pretty interesting. But I found that very, 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 like, it's never going to stop. Because look, if I just keep sitting here, it's never going to stop. It's just going to keep going, right? If it started, now we know it will never stop. So now we can't even see it, but another little picture is being made and another, and eventually it gets so small, it's in like its own little universe, and we'll never know where it ends. I find that somewhat strange. What we think of as a pixel density on a screen is analogous to the God views, the finite granularity of the multiverse. Wow. Wow. Quantum universe. Coming for those supers. Shout out to Toby Linares. God bless you for being here. And enough is enough here. But that's pretty interesting. I find this very, very interesting. It's a very strange concept to be had here. Anyway, we'll end that now by taking this off the screen, and we won't get that repetition of movement over and over again. Look at that. I never see that going on. Something that I always take pictures of and I watch and I wonder, what is it? What is going on here? What are they, anyway. That's a whole nother story. We'll go there at another time, but definitely something that I've been watching for a long, long time. All right, so let's look at the 7-minute time frame here. And, we are getting overbought. I wouldn't be surprised if we took a little slide down for Pepe, boom, hit a 618, maybe even whipped into the golden pocket, which could be a really, really good place to load up for Pepe. And again, anything is possible, right? But just, putting this out there that the trade is still open. We're still rocking it out, and anything could happen, all right? How did I lose my trade today on Bitcoin? Let's break it down. Because if you're going to trade for a living, you're going to lose a trade. How you deal with the losses is the key, just like life. Like I lost my father. How I deal with that loss is the key, right? So there was a Bart Simpson head, kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder, right? But was I going is I trade low stochastic, and I had a low stochastic. So it told me that there was much of a likelihood that we get up. I also did say, though, that the 4-hour had hit resistance, and we're at the top of the pattern. And usually at the top of the pattern, you come all the way back down to the bottom of the pattern. But I was hoping and going with the idea that the low stochastic on the 7-minute time frame and the 15-minute would get us to the upside. So that's why I had a stop loss right there. And look, they stopped me out right at my stop loss. Interesting. But that's why I use a stop loss too. I lost $100 on the leverage trade. It wasn't like I'm going to go home and lose my entire portfolio over this. So it's key to always have some proper risk management when it comes to trading. So look, I'm going to delete all my work. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin here. We're going to go over the bullish and the bearish scenarios, and we're going to break that down for each and every one of you here today. So let's go over what scenario do you want, actually? That's the one thing I should ask. And I'm having a hard time bringing out the chat. Let me go to Restream and bring out the chat because for whatever reason, when me and my team both share YouTube, somehow I get kicked out and I can't get back into my own YouTube channel unless I verify. And it can be a little frustrating, right? Because I was just in there. And it's been happening, more than normal, right? So I'm seeing if I can get the chat here on Restream. I'm feeling bearish today, Sam. Interesting. And then it keeps saying something went wrong. It won't reload the page. I'm having a hard time getting the chat out because I can't get in to the trading group, into my own thing. BB, I need some help. Okay. All right. My wife will help me figure this out. So look, this is a rising wedge. I'm going to give you the bearish. I was going to ask you guys, do you want the bullish or the bearish scenario first? And usually I like the bad news before the good news. So that's one thing. I mean, this, so right here, clear as day, we have resistance, resistance, resistance. This is a diagonal resistance, right? And then we have support, support. All right. And then we have our area here where we're hitting another resistance point. All right. Bang. So the idea is this rising wedge will break to the downside, right? That's just something that we're looking at. And 68% of the time, rising wedges will break all the way down to this area, to where they began, which that would take us to about 19,500. Don't be shocked if you can't. Who here could handle 19,005? Who here could handle 19,500? If you could, hey. Another weird thing about this is, let me see if I can shrink this window, but you should be able to pop out the chat, but they don't let you. Like here, I can see it on Restream, right? But I can't pop this out. Like it doesn't say embed chat, embedded edit event. Maybe duplicate the chat? I don't know. No. Leave. I don't want to duplicate the actual live stream. I would love that price, right? Hello, no voice. No voice? Yeah, there's a voice. What are you talking about? Check. I see it. There's a voice, man. You're bugging out. You might be behind me. Bear market special if you join the 99 trading group. For a year, you get 2 free months plus life revision trading course. Email crypto lifers and pay with cryptocurrency. Chance to load up anywhere down at those levels. And on All right. Yeah. I have to search for everyone. And honestly, we don't usually give 2 free months back. That's a miscommunication. But because
it's the annual is $9.99 for 2 free months.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I never.
It's been like, that's what it is.
Well, I don't agree with that. Yeah. So it's not something I think should be done. Personally, I think what I do is way too valuable for that. So I don't want to do that. But today we'll honor it. So today, if you do it, because we're going to change that. I'm going to change that back to just 12 months. So today, if you want to take advantage of it, take advantage of my mistake and jump on it today. So you would get basically 14 months free. 2 months free if you jump on into the trading group today and you pay for the year. So just one thing to break that down. And that's going to leave after today. So if you want to save yourself a huge bundle, I would email Crypto Lifers immediately and pay for the year. If you like what you've been getting with me, if you like what's going on and you want to renew, probably a good time to do so. I'm going to honor that. But then after today, it's going to go back to its regular, because I hit gains constantly. Like last night, could have paid for itself just in 1-2 trades. So I like when things are just of value, and I put what I do as high value, right? And that's how I feel about it. So it is what it is. Okay. So rising wedges break to the downside. So that's the idea. After today, you will not get the 2 free months. We are going to extract that, and you'll just get 12 months for the whatever pricing that we're putting out there, which I should know, but I'm super frazzled. Got my dad on my mind. It hasn't been easy for me. So anyway, and I apologize. No excuses. No excuses. I also don't know everything about the company as much as I should, as I stay in the charts all the time. It's kind of what I'm always doing, as I'm in the charts. So can we make this sideways price action and make a move to the upside? It's possible. It's something that I'm thinking about, but we could also be starting a bit of a downtrend here. All right. And this is why I said, oh no, Bitcoin could start the downtrend. Now, the one thing I'm talking about is that we would come back down and retest. Remember, I keep talking about too, that the weekly support is low 24,300. So it actually would be a little lower on the weekly, somewhere around here, 24,400. That would be the low. And that would make sense because we would make this falling wedge. So again, there's a 68% chance that this rising wedge breaks all the way back down to where it began, which could take you to 19,200, 19,005 area. All right. That's just something that we have to talk about and break down. All right. I have it right here. I'm so sorry, my love. I have it right in front of me. I'm just completely lost in the sauce here. I got it. And now I can get the chat up. A little unorganized today. Please bear with me. My father passed away on Monday night. No excuses fully, but we have his wake tomorrow. I woke up listening to his messages, and I just can't believe he's gone. I can't believe it. Like, I don't get it. Like, my weak human brain just can't fully understand. It just doesn't understand. It's like, it keeps telling me, no, he'll be here. And then my mind says, no, he's gone. And I'm like, no, he's not. And it feels dreamlike. And then my whole body kind of floats, and I feel like I'm vibrating, and I just don't feel like I'm in my body anymore. And I eventually come back into my body, and I realize the realization of what's happening, and it's like I relive the shock of what happened. It was so fast. It happened so quickly. He wasn't like sick for days. He was a little grumpy. He had a few things on and off, but next thing we know, he had a heart attack in the morning. My mom's like, he's getting airlifted. Finn's not doing well. And then next thing you know, he was gone. And it was just like, boom. And I felt like I had been rug pulled. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you had a position, and next thing you know, like, Celsius snatched it. And again, I'm not comparing that to money, but to me, it just felt like a rug pull. Like, you had your dad, and now you don't have your dad. And, you know, boom, you're gone, you know? And I attempted to take a few days off, but the way I get in my head, it will just send me further down a hole if I don't show up on this live. And so I refuse to stop. I refuse to take that time because I need you guys more than you would ever know. What happened to Bitcoin? Shout out to Mark B in the house. God bless you, man. It'll take time, but that feeling will fade. Thank you, man. Stay strong. That's what he would want, Sam. My condolences. And so many of you have already said your condolences to me over and over again. I don't want to sit here like I'm begging for love. You know what I mean? I just have a hard time, you know. You're a legend, bro. 99 Group is life-changing. Shout out to Jebbatron. Thank you for your love, man. I said to try to train outside, fresh air. It's sad. Try to train. Thank you for saying that. I believe nothing ever really dies. We live on forever, just in another plane of existence. Amen. Shout out to Steve Garza in the house. I got a brother. When I asked God why he took my only son, he says, you will see one day. Have faith. Sam, at the funeral, it'll be very social, serious, and also help make it very true. I went through this with my brother. I am praying for you. It would be very surreal and also make it very true. I'm praying for you and be strong for your family. Lots of love and prayers. Focus, 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 and plow through the resistance. Shout out to John Thomas. Thank you so much for the love, man. All right. So are we going to go down? Is Bitcoin going to tank to the downside? What's happening? And Bitcoin was attacked. Bitcoin was attacked. How was it attacked? Well, the Biden administration wants to put a 30% tax on Bitcoin. And it's just nuts. They're on Bitcoin mining specifically. They want to just buckle the industry down. They want to do anything they can to kind of suppress what's happening. And I don't understand. They are very, very threatened by the beautiful code that was written by Satoshi Nakamoto. They find it like the worst thing in the world. So here, rising wedges break down 60% of the time. We know that. I'm going to leave that off now. You get that. You see there's a rising wedge. I showed you where we're likely to go if the rising wedge breaks to the downside. Now we're going to watch this level. This level's been holding us hard, 26,967 as we bounce. That level loses, we go down to 25,000 first, right? And then if we lose again, we go down to that next area at like that weekly support and then into this kind of this chunk of liquidity. A lot of liquidity down here, so a lot of buys and sells. There's a lot of buy orders down here that would prop the price back to the upside. It's just waiting for us to dip. So there's a lot of people right here saying, hey, I hope I get 19. You know, there's a bunch of people put a bunch of orders down here, and they're hoping that the orders will hit. All right, and that's just something to think about, right? Sam, diamond pattern forming on PEPE. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see a diamond pattern on PEPE. No, I don't. I see a flag right now, and the flag, and we're sideways. I believe we head further down, but no, I do not see a diamond pattern forming on PEPE. I just don't. Yeah, thank you. Sorry to hear that, Lifer. Much love and prayers. Shout out to Kenny G, man. You're the best dude on YouTube. My 7-year-old daughter loves watching you. You have taught her so much about money and God. Shout out to Kobe Wifey Wiley. I can't believe you said that. God bless you, man. Wild down 50%. Pac D down 60%. This can be what Bitcoin needs. Amen. Sam, love you, bro. Your father has now become a greater part of you. With every down, there is an up, and everything in life, not just trading. You got this, Lifer. Stay strong. Thank you, brother. You're the best dude on YouTube. Now, you guys are awesome. 679 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And my thing is, so many people look to my channel for light, love, and happiness. And for me to not show up, I think could devastate some people. They go, where's the Lifer? It's 10 a.m. He's been here every day for 2 years and a half, and he never missed a day. And I want people to understand that they can do the same thing, that they can empower themselves to never stop, to be super consistent, and to change their lives. So with that, if I didn't show up, it would leave me almost empty and in a state of pain. So I do what I have to do because I do what I have to do, right? And that's kind of what it is with me. So wow, we're going hard back to 16. I mean, that's a beautiful pumpage. But again, I woke up this morning 1750 a new all-time high for PEPE coin. You know, funny, people were calling it PEPE, thinking it was funny. But honestly, it won't be so funny when a lot of people make millions. Like, people used to make fun of SafeMoon, but it wasn't so funny, right? When SafeMoon turned a $2,800 investment into $280,000 and did 100x. So you guys here saw it live on the channel. I did 100x on that, and it was surreal, right? So we'll take away the bigger idea, but it does say that we can get all the way. And this bigger idea comes from the length of this pole out of the upside. That's an Adam and Eve double bottom for sure. You know, we double bottom there. Place to get in that bottom was 919. Sorry, that bottom was 919 or 900. You know what I mean? And look, we've basically almost doubled up from there all the way up back to 16. So you're in my morning routine. Let's get the likes up to the watchers without being asked. God bless everybody in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. 650 people in the live. It only helps you and your life if you hit that like button. Number one, it's a good thing to do for someone else, right? And wow, look at us go. This is a symmetrical triangle, and this could break to the upside continuously, right? Yes, I see the 1 hour says no way. It's kind of, you have a resistance there, but it is what it is. Like, it can move no matter what. And so this is what we're watching here on the 15. Shoulder, head, and also almost a right shoulder there. We just got to break this high to remain bullish. So right now, the 15-minute looks like it's about to blast to the upside for a move, right? And it's funny, I haven't played Pepe on the futures, but something's maybe, I feel maybe almost to get my mind off of what's going on. I feel like trading, but Pepe on futures is extremely risky, very, very risky. All right, like the last time I did it, it was a pretty fast grab, right? So let's take a look here, Pepe USD, and it's been hot, and they're like hot, right? You would trade the 15-minute only here, right? Which I just got bagged on Bitcoin this morning. It's funny, but again, we're in this idea. Kind of missed the breakout, but it says this could continue. I like where the Stokes are for this, and we could get a blast off. Now, the 7-minute says we may struggle, and so you take this idea, you bring the length of the pole, and you do the same thing here on this chart, and we say, okay, what are we looking for here? And I don't buy a breakout. I would have liked to buy the bottom of the pattern and been up already, but the stochastics have a lot of movement, lack of bearish momentum, and there's a hidden bullish divergence. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. It tells me the trend will continue to the upside. I'm going to put my faith in the divergence, and we're going to see here what's going on. So I can risk 10% to gain 41%. That's going to be a take at 23,387 with a stop loss at 14,753. So we're going to go look at this idea here. And I haven't traded. It's very rare for me to do this, but let's see. We're going to long. Stop loss at 4. Stop loss trigger. And I gotta can I just press that and does it fill it in? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gotta be very careful when you're doing this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14, 7, 53. That number sticks out in my head. And it only lets me go to 14, 7, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would lose 200%. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, what am I doing wrong here? Maybe I have to add another 0? No. Take off a 0. I'm so confused at this point. Oh, the leverage is just way too high. When I trade Pepe, very small amount of leverage, 5x leverage, something like that. Like it has to be small. Should be able to just touch this and it should fill out like the stop loss number that you want, right? So 0.0 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 14, 7 5, 3. So you lose 50% of the money like that. Like, it's kind of crazy. That's why, see, this is high risk when I trade Pepe. You have no room for wiggle room at all. Like, it's either you're going to get banged or not. Now, the 7-minute also a little high tells me that we may just be in this. Tells me to put caution on the trade and wait for the 7-minute to reset. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the cautious thing. I'm going to wait for the 7-minute to come down. Now, there's a chance we come up and we could retest in a flag, and I'll play that flag. Or we could come all the way back down here. But the 50-minute does look like we can get some legs. It's got some bull pennant feels right now for Pepe. But again, I'm not going to open up the trade because it's high risk, and that 7-minute isn't where I'd like it to be. So I just got to point that out. Likely we come back down to the bottom of the pattern first and reset. And that entry would be somewhere around 15 666s, something like that. You're either going to get banged or not. Put that on a shirt, man. A bot tracker bot Sententio released some code to connect the API trading bot code used to the really high percentage of trades. Could be fun to see the scam Wix if it works. Hey, man, good for you, man. I don't get too deep into that. I have a really simple way of trading. Keep it simple. Am I looking at the right? Pepe is trading at, no, in exchange when I look at the coin market cap. No, that's not the right PEPE. Not at all. Nope. You are off for whatever reason. You're looking at PEPE Sol, or you're looking at one of these. You want to look at the top one, and it's at 1613 right now, up 72%, up 69% against Bitcoin and ETH. This is what you want to be paying attention to. All right, market cap is about to go to a billion, which is insane. And look, I mean, people think no, but look at SWI. SWI, this thing has been starting to move now. It's back to 133. This has a $7 million market cap. We're going to take a look at this too. Where can you purchase SWI? KuCoin really is the place to be. I love KuCoin. Link in the description to KuCoin. If you want to jump on into KuCoin, I highly suggest it. It's amazing. So remember that. Link in the description to jump into KuCoin. I've been trading KuCoin since 2017 now, 6 years straight. Never had a problem, right? And again, doesn't mean there can't be an issue. And I recently just took all my Bitcoin off, all my AGIX, and I made sure to just protect thy wallet. Like, I make sure to protect the wallet, make sure that those things. But join KuCoin today if you want to jump on into a lot of the setups that we trade. I would jump on into KuCoin today. I just put a link there if you want to check that out. You can click on it right now. So if you haven't, because I'm going to look at SUI right now, and that's going to be a new coin on the block, which has a lot of possibilities to it. So I'm going to put that out there. So it came up, came back down. Now it could also go all the way. We don't know. It's high risk, high reward. But look, you're kind of double bottoming here now. Right, and that's, boom. 15 minutes a little high. Let's see what our 7's doing. 7 minutes a little high too. 1 hour time frame. You're really, the smaller the coin, the smaller time frame you need. So like we could trade this on the 7 minute. We want at least 4 to 5 cycles on the stochastic. For some reason, the MACD, my MACD specifically, has just been playing games. I don't understand. So I always have to change. Yeah, there you go. It makes it too big, or it makes it too small. I don't understand why. I've made multiple templates. I've redone the templates. It still does the same thing over and over again. It is what it is, though. That's easy. So 7 minutes suggests we could get a better price here for SUI, S-U-I, SWI, right? I remember someone asked me about this, because people come on the stream and they're like, what's up with SWI? And I'm like, I don't know. What is it? So this thing came out at way too pricey, right? It says it was like $250, but I think it was even more than that. And then it tanked all the way, or it started at 14 cents, went up to 250, and it leveled off. So the people that were able to jump into that insane wick, but it takes like a 30-second wick, and it's like almost humanly impossible to jump on in. So I don't suggest any of that behavior, honestly. It's degen status, but this thing could do numbers, and it's definitely something that I'm starting to pay attention to. I see some bigger channels talking about it. I see BitBoy was talking about it too as well. I like that. When I see Ben's channel talking about it, it means getting the word out there to thousands of people. That tells me, hey, I may want to pay attention, and we already were asked about it on my live. So because I'm on the live, I'm usually relevant and relevant to what's happening. People are like, hey, check this, and they may see it somewhere else, and they want to see what the lifer says. They want to see what I'm kind of doing with it. So here's the idea here, that we could make a nice 27% and only risk 6.67. That's the key. I would wait for it to at least break out and retest here or retest there. That area and that area would be a golden entry for a move on SUI. So that's just something that I'm thinking about. It's $1.33, and the target there would be 169.70. We do have some blind people that watch the show. They reached out to me. They said, can you tell us the levels, Sam? So we'd wait for it to come, and we would retest 139.81, and that would be a beautiful entry for the trade to get all the way back up to 169. The safest thing too to see if you broke through this high and retested that level, which would be 150. But my idea is to get the breakout, see if it retests 139.81, and ride that up to about 169.5. All right. Is Pepe on KuCoin? No, it's not. It's only on MEXC. MEXC is the place to be. It has basically the most smallest coins that you've ever seen. You won't be able to get anything better than on MEXC. So join MEXC today. Join the trading group today. I'll put both links in the comment section and pin them up for you so they're there. So right now I'm going to post this. If you want to jump on in, bang, right? And then I right click this and I say pin the message. So now this will be a pinned message. Anything you need if you want to join into MEXC. And we're doing a cool thing for the lifers right now. Okay. Crypto Lifer, you're invited to a Crypto Lifer and have clicked on the registry for event button below. Will be eligible for the campaign. Click the OK buttons to create an account and join the campaign. All right. And you can also register the event. To celebrate our 5th anniversary, we're excited to announce an exclusive trading competition event for the followers of Crypto Lifer. Only users who register with the Crypto Lifers referral code and sign up for this event by clicking register for the event button will be eligible for the event. All right. So that's just something I want you to understand. And participants, users will meet both the following requirements, will be eligible. You have to initially deposit $200 or more. Okay. Greater than $200, right? Or greater than 200. And you have to trade a trading volume greater than 40,000, which isn't that hard over time if you go back and forth. The top 5 accounts ranked by P&L ratio will receive 500 USDT rewards each. The prize will be airdropped into MEXC accounts of the winners in terms of USDT in 5 business days, right? So this is ready to go in 1 hour. The event will start. You only have a little bit more time to jump on in. If you're going to trade anyway, why not see if you can get yourself an extra 500 bones? And that's through me. You know, I asked them, hey, could we do something cool, something different, something interesting? And they responded initially and said, yeah, we would love that. And boom. Now, the one thing about this, I want to make sure, is that a registry link? I guess it is. I just want to make sure it is, right? Because that you can also join. If you're already registered, I believe it just asks you for a password. But if you didn't, it may ask you to sign up and then move. I got to ask him that, though. Okay. So that's it. I just want to put that out there. And, you know, that's really nice that they would do that for the lifers. So they don't have to do that at all, right? They could keep those funds, those ends to themselves, but they decide to bring it in, right? They decide to bring that love in. 7-minute could push up again. I don't like getting into the 7-minute when it's this high, although we could see a massive move to the upside. Anything is possible. You have falling volume with falling price, which tells me the sellers are waning. There's just not a lot of people that want to sell Pepe. Too many people believe in it, and it just keeps trending over and over and over again. So, and Celtics finally took the game last night, 121-87. They absolutely demolished the Sixers. They showed them who the daddy was in the trading group, just getting lit. And your man Jaylen Brown just getting it in. Jason Tatum getting it in. It was just amazing. Yeah, see, he went in. Look at that. Oh, look at that move. He finally said, enough is enough. I'm going to cut through you like a hot knife through butter and just show you how it gets done. So, yeah. Jaylen Brown just came out and said, enough is enough. We're the Celtics. We have such a deeper bench than you. We're going to rock your socks off. And that's what they did. Shout out to the people that are liking me on Twitter. I greatly appreciate it. Twitter is doing very, very well. And, yeah, 13,448 people on Twitter. And, yeah, love is love. Tell me what makes you wake up in love today. Interesting. One comment. It's weird. Usually get like a bunch. Oh, no, there you go. Yeah, 21 likes and way more comments. 937 views. I love that. My kids knowing they rely on me 100% to provide, prepare, and protect them. Amen. My loving wife who has been taking care of me during my medical issues, having been off work for almost a month, trying to figure out what is going on. She's my guiding light in the sea of pain I'm enduring. I'm so sorry to hear that. Jesus, kids, family, and some crypto, right? 4-month-old puppy wakes up to my love every day. What a cutie pie. That's insane. I wake up every morning filled with love for my wife and my love. I love my hunger to learn, grow, and improve every day. That makes me happy, everyone. That's why I posted that. I figured I would get some cool stories. Why is oregano trending right now? You never know. When you have more oregano than you know what to do with, right? And oregano is really pretty strong. People don't realize it. Did you know, right? All these different things about oregano. Super strength capsules, oil, toothpaste, mouth rinse, all can be used with oregano. You know, if we can all grow a garden and have fresh herbs in our lives, you'd be surprised how many different things that we could cure or take care of that could be affecting us or holding us back, or that could be, you know, things could be happening. So, which reminds me to get myself checked out. You know what I mean? Make sure I get a blood test. Just go over all the ups and downs of my life. So this 50-minute looks super aggressive, like it's going to boost to the upside regardless. The hidden bullish divergence tells me that, you know, as long as my stop loss is in a safe space, we can do it to the upside. So I may add to the trade now, and then when the 7-minute brings us down. But again, I'm not understanding how you lose so much there. I guess if you lose, I'm at 5x leverage. which is almost too much. I'm almost going to go down 1 notch to 4x leverage. Isolated, not cross. All right. And again, let me take a look at this trade. Yeah, 14,753 is the stop loss, which means I lose 10%. Yeah, and at 4x leverage, that's 40%. And then you could gain 160%. So the risk is down and it's up or down, you know what I mean? It's likely, though, that this 7-minute does reset. And I should just wait for the beautiful 7-minute price and be chill. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put an alert right here. Oh, I'm going to put an alert right here with the vertical line, which is weird. The vertical line is now, it's now not there anymore. I don't know why it's doing this, but I can just use this to do it and right click and add an alert there. Okay. Now I know there's an alert on the vertical line. It's weird though. I don't see. Oh, there it is. I was like, I want to see the little alarm clock, or I'm not buying into it. Now, when the 7-minute resets, I'll get a ring, and then I'll make the trade. So I don't have to watch it and stare at it. I just have to organize myself, get it ready, and then make sure that it's ready to go. All right. Shout out to everyone that wants or does not want. But shout out to anyone that wants to jump into Bitcoin Miami. Join me at Bitcoin Miami. Even if you can't afford to miss all the big name, event you can't afford to miss, all the big names will be there. Get the alpha straight up Bitcoin conference, Miami, baby. Bitcoin 2023. Get your tickets now before the price increases. Use my code at Lifer33 for the Bitcoin conference, right? And the prices will be going up in like about 2 more days, and you could get a beautiful 10% off. Even if you just join the after party, I would suggest you jump on in because that's going to be fun. Come to Miami, have a blast for the biggest crypto event in the world, Bitcoin Miami, the biggest Bitcoin event in the world, really, Bitcoin Miami. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big, and I'm super excited for it. You should be too. And yeah, it's going to be nice to be in Miami. Take some time off, breathe a little bit, and I won't be taking any time off. Obviously, I'll be grinding, right? And look, now it's starting to move. This thing is mooning, breaking to the upside. Now it will be a retest of that area. I'm telling you, something's telling me to open up the trade no matter what. So I'm going to FOMO a little bit, which I shouldn't. And let's take a look here. Yeah, you should be able to just touch this button and it should fill out there. I shouldn't have to press that, because then you could make a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I never trade altcoins leverage. It's just very rare for me. 1, 6, 5, 0. No, that's not where we're going. We're going to go all the way to the target here, and our target would be about 23.83. Okay. 23.83, 23.83. All right, that would be 177% gains. Obviously, changed a little bit there. And then we'll see. I'll use half the bag, not all the bag. All right, and we'll enter the trade. Press this. Bang, right? And let's see. This is high risk, high reward at this point. All right, $1,200 trade. See if it can go up. Basically, you'll make about 150 on the trade, or I will lose about $150. It's weird. No. I'll either make like $500 in the trade about, because I'll double the 300 and then I'll make another 70%, and then I'll lose about $150. So pretty good risk reward ratio, right? And look how fast. It's the fastest $11 you could ever make in your life, right? Up $13. And we'll see what happens with the trade. We'll keep it going. That 7-minute does tell me that we're likely to kind of come back down though, but I don't see us getting stopped out. But you never know. We could get a wick, and there's just a lot of people that are jumping into PEPE. And it's about to go back to its 17 level, right? It wants 17 again to that all-time high. We don't want to see a double top. We want to see this break back above. But I'm telling you right now that the 15-minute is aggressively pushing to the upside right now. Really is the 15-minute. And again, whenever you trade the time frame that I like the 7-minute for a sniper entry, right? I like to snipe it a little better and get absolutely perfect. But there you have it, right? And look, that's the fastest $20 you will ever make. Like, someone could hand you $20 literally in a half a second. That's what it would feel like, right? Here's $24. You just, like, I could close the trade right now and make $24 in 2 seconds, call it a day, right? Not be greedy, just be happy with what I made and even it out. But once we crack that 17, I believe there's going to be a hype movement here to the upside. There it goes, 17, 17, 17, 17 on the order book. And people are FOMOing, and that's the fastest $30 I think I've ever made. That's a very fast $30, 9% of the trade, continuing to the upside. I could even raise the stop loss to break even at this point, and basically keep myself in position, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to look at where we're at, but I may shave a little bit of the stop loss. 14.75. It depends. Once we break out of the pattern, I'll know that it's, yeah, we did. We broke out of the pattern. So now you're looking for the retest more than likely. So now I can put my stop loss like this. Like I could graze it up a little more to about like 15.20, right? 15.169, and I could just shave some risk off the trade, all right? Just a smarter thing to do. Whenever I get up on one end, I like to shave a little risk off the trade. So I could trade this to, I could move this to about a 15.20 and then kind of keep myself calm, cool, and collected in this insanity, right? That was the fastest 50 bucks I've probably ever made, up 50%. This is what it's like trading a high intense leverage on a tiny little coin, right? Now, if I had upped the ante on the leverage, I don't think it would have been smart. 4x is just all I need. I don't need to be greedy, right? It makes me almost want to just close the trade immediately, call that 12% gain. And now, had I upped the ante and put even more, like $1,000 in, would have been up $120 immediately. But we'll see. I mean, Pepe is moving, and the 50-minute suggested it's going to be a massive move. May pin that 7-minute. We may not get it, or the 7-minute will eventually make a smaller flag somewhere up here outside of the channel. Pepe's moving. I want to see this 50-minute candle close in the next 9 minutes above these two candles, and it's okay. The wicks really don't matter to me. It's more about closing above these two candles, and so far so good for the Pepe trade, all right? And how am I doing this? Even though I'm going through some of the toughest times in my life, well, I've been doing this for so long that I would just rely on my subconscious mind, right? My subconscious mind has everything I need. And FKPEPE, which people are pissed that they didn't get into Pepe, so they're talking about FKPEPE, right? And buy Pepe at 6060 or FKPEPE at 1 million. Which one is the better choice? FKPEPE, did you miss Pepe? That's good, because FKPEPE, we don't need to FOMO into it because we have our own better Pepe. FKPEPE, yes and no, right? Hoping Pepe hits 1 billion tomorrow back at hedging risks with FKPEPE. That's funny, right? Could Pepe go up? I mean, just be very, very careful when it comes to FKPEPE, right? And it is funny, though. It is funny, right? And it's kind of like the Inus. You're just going to get all these Pepes, right? And they even have the name there, FKPEPE. Market is untracked, right? And they just took it and said F. I mean, that's just, I think it's kind of lame, honestly. They wish they were Pepe. They're not Pepe. So, hey, right? I'll take a look at the charts, though, just in case. I am a little bit curious. I am. But it probably, I don't see how it performs as well as Pepe. Pepe has good intentions. It was the coin of coins, right? So let's take a look here at what the charts are conveying for FKPEPE. And a lot of times I just look at the actual, and look, the last time we looked at FKPEPE, that thing just continued to the downside. Bit of a cup and handle there too, though. So that is a cup and handle, in my humble opinion. It's a descending cup and handle, like it's falling to the downside. But nonetheless, it is a cup and handle. Just something to think about, right? And there we're getting a little distracted. Let's get back into Bitcoin for the day. All right. So what are you doing to us, Bitcoin? What's going down? So the idea is that one thing I am looking at is this idea that we're in the rising wedge and we barely retested it and came back down, shoulder, head, and a right shoulder, even though it's not perfect, right? But at the end of the day, we still have to respect this right here, which is a symmetrical triangle. You see that we're in. And again, a lot of chubby triangles. We break to the upside or we break to the downside. Same concept brewing here for Bitcoin. So, and I've been going over this idea, right? The downside is 24,900. The upside is 32,700. And we'll mark those for you for Bitcoin. So that's basically, we break out, high chance we keep moving. We break down, high chance we end up down here at about 24,800 area. All right. Remove the moving averages for a second, but when they're tight and getting close, it's important. I get rid of this parabola that I had drawn there or whatever I was doing. And what I'm also going to do is just get rid of this rising wedge for now. But remember, it could be our bearish retest of the rising wedge. I'm open-minded to these concepts. So here we go. And I'm going to get rid of my trajectories. They're a little, but I just want you to understand that if we can't break out of here, we're likely to come down and form this falling wedge. And falling wedges break up 68% of the time, and then that would be a bigger flag. But so I'll keep this trend line alive just for now. But to me, yeah, that's where we would end up going, right? If we can't make it. So the symmetrical triangle, it's up or down, 50-50, right? It's either, the 1 hour is pushing down. Now, the 4 hour doesn't look amazing. I have to be honest. It's getting overbought, and it's at the tippy top here. The bigger time frames, the 22, suggest that we could move. But look, I do see some type of bear. No, it's still looking bullish. I just want to double check. Sometimes it's hard to see what's happening if you don't zoom in. How did I just zoom in? Double click any instrument you want and it will become the whole screen. Okay. Even double click price action becomes the whole screen. So we know our levels. We're watching this symmetrical triangle right here. If you don't know what a symmetrical triangle is, get your education on. It's kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there too. Breaks to the upside. So I'm seeing some bullish tones here for Bitcoin. And I know my measured moves, and I can see where it would like to go. All right. Will that happen immediately? Anything is possible. If anything, I see us just kind of possibly coming down and testing the bottom of the channel one more time. And then can we get the retest to the upside? That would be the most safest play would be a retest here of about 28,762. That would be the levels we would be looking at. And Bitcoin could soar back all the way to these other levels. So just something to keep on your radar, something to think about. All right. Also forgot to post the regular link to the trading group. Oh no, I did at 10:27. Shout out to the 671 beautiful people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 396 likes, $30 in chat revenue. We're going to take a look at your super chats. We do not miss them. They get written down by the moderators in the trading group, and we will be there to service those and talk about them regardless. Just want to make sure everyone's on the same page here for Bitcoin. Another thing that I could be seeing is we could make this little shallow shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder would fill out, giving us that more confirmation of a move. So I like it. It's not the worst. And I know if we start to lose this, we'll bearishly retest and we will drop to about this area, in my humble opinion, somewhere to about 26,005. What is my prediction? What do I believe is going to happen? I'm more bullish than bearish based on the narrative of the banks. But at the same time, I'm just a chart guy and I look at the charts. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. We come up here and we bounce. I'm more bullish. We come down, I'm more bearish. One thing that keeps me bullish and why I believe we're going to continue to the upside is this 4-hour time frame. It's battling the 200 SMA, and usually right when you get back above it, you will see a massive move. You will see a massive move to the upside. So if we can stay above the 200 SMA, there's a high likelihood that we could get a move to the upside. But also look at this. I mean, this is another rising wedge that resembles the bigger one that I drew earlier. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Likely we head further down, right? That Pepe trade can't up $83. Are you kidding me? That thing is mooning. Wow. I didn't expect that really to be up that big that fast. So it just made the $100 that I lost this morning, just got that right back immediately, right? Makes me want to close the trade so fast, right? But I haven't gone for the bigger gains yet for Pepe, right? I just really I've been kind of, cradling these smaller ideas. I want to take the $800 that I put in and take it to $8,000. But what had happened was I took it to 1,170. Keep forgetting my password lately since my dad died, which is weird. You know what I mean? Oh man, one of my good friends just hit me up. Wow, man, I had to tell him that my dad passed away, So weird, man. So strange. Nice breakout. We got all the way to 1,800, man. That trade must have been up even more than it was at the point. But again, I showed you that I don't live in fear. And when you don't live in fear, you can win. When you live in fear, you can't win. Nothing can happen. You just can't, right? So just, you can't live in fear. Never live in fear. It'll never do, fear will never get you where you need to be. You got to dismiss all fear and just push forward, all negative energy and push forward. And there's Pepe making gains for me and a lot of other people. It's produced a lot of life-changing wealth for a lot of people already. It really has. For all the people that FOMO didn't do the right thing, there's a good conservative trader that has made some good money off of Pepe, right? So just put it out there, right? And, 50% gains now, kind of slipping down. We'll take a look, though. That 15-minute is aggressively pushing up. But again, why did we cool off? The 7. The 7-minute now is going to make this flag, all right? And it's going to do something like this. And then once it touches the 21, we can continue to the upside and likely get our move. The 7-minute did close a candle above the resistance, which to me is a very, it's a very, very good sign. But we got to wait for this to come on up now. And that's why I shaved a little bit of the stop loss there. All right. Now, 7-minute could come all the way back down and just, we could, but it's likely because we broke out and we're kind of hoping above the zone that we could kind of still get a move here. People took profits at that $1,800 level. I probably should have too. I would have been up like $130 immediately on Pepe. What do you guys think of the Pepe trade? Am I out of my mind? Am I nuts? What do you guys think of this Pepe trade that I just did? You think I'm insane? You think it's high risk? Just let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts on the Pepe trade. Think I only put $50 on it a couple weeks ago. Man, I'll just let it go. We all on the money. Hold this meme gem. Anyway, you have the money to risk. Which app do you use to trade Pepe? MEXC on my phone. Stokes rising high on the 7. Taking profits for now. Thanks, Sam, for helping me confirm my thoughts. Great call. Too low market cap for leverage. Better just to spot trade it. Yeah, super chats. MPL, Adam and Eve daily time frame, AIDA and CELR. Thank you so much for the super chats of the love. $30.98 on super chats. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, you know what I can do is I'll show you how to take some profits, right? So what we'll do is we'll take profits here, right? We made $50, and then when the flag continues, I can get back in, right? And when we touch the 21, that will be my next entry. But that's how you take gains. I just made $50 like that, and I just want to continue to grow this account. I want to, I'm attempting to take the $800 and turn it into $8,000. I am down, right? But it's been a battle. I must have made so many different trades. And here's the key. If you look at position history, right? And is there like a liquidation? I want to show you the liquidation levels. Order history, forced liquidations, 2, and one was Pepe. All right, and it was a total of like $80 or $90 in total. And I always use a stop loss. It's very rare that I get liquidated. So I just want to make that clear. That happened overnight real quick. I wasn't really. So if you have a long list of liquidations here, you're not trading properly. Okay, I just want to make that clear. I shouldn't even have those two. 2 stop losses should have been hit. So if you're looking at your futures account right now, who here has like 20 to 100 liquidations on their futures account? If you have that, you got to slow it down. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taking as financial advice, but you got to slow it down. You got to slow it down. In my lifetime, I've made over, $900, almost $1 million trading in my life. And, even I celebrate these tiny little wins because a beach is made up of a grain of sand. And I always talk about that. A beach is made up of a grain of sand. And you knew it was coming down because the 7-minute was overbought on the stochastics. I mean, it's like 90% accurate that this is not going to happen. Above the point of control is great though. So it looks like I'm just going to be able to trade this flag when this flag fills out. I'm going to move this over a little bit. It's going to give it, and I think it's good. That will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 49 minutes, 7 times 7. But it'll take about an hour to get back inside the trade, right? And we'll go from there. And the key is not to be in fear, not to be in fear that you missed, not to be in fear about anything. Just be happy with the gains that you made. I'm guilty of a few, but no more. All right. Did a few scalps on Pepe. Happy for today. Amen. How much fee is taken by MEXC? I mean, not that much if you just do the right thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And actually, it's zero. Like MEXC is really the best place to trade in the world. Look, if you go to MEXC Global right here, if you're trading spot, it's zero spot and 0 taker. There's no fees. And when I made the trade, there was no fees. When I took, it was a 0.02%. I mean, that's nothing. All they charge is a 0.02% on futures. You can't beat that. It's the lowest fees in any exchange in the entire world right now, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's no fees. And there's our 77 holding us down, 2,277 views. Everybody, can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 411 likes, just not going to cut it to the 653 beautiful souls here on the live stream. All right. The hardest trades I've ever made was going from 1K to 10K. Exactly. I'm going to do it though. It's going to be one step at a time. Lifer, I'm going to message you on Discord right now. I learned a new strategy that gets me to make 3 trades within 1 trade by using cross margin. I want to share it with you. Just wanted to say thanks for what you did. You have helped me in more ways than one. With the $50 super chat, may God bless you. That is such a blessing. You didn't have to give, but you did. And that is M. Kriegs 007. And thank you so much, MK Craigs, right? Or I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Pepe looks like a cup and handle now. Yep. I got in a 10x Pepe trade last night, and have just been taking profits on the way up and then entering a bit more on the good spots. So my entry is low on the charts. Biggest lie I've ever heard. I've done over 1,000 leverage trades, no stop losses ever used, and I've never been liquidated or lost more than 25%. Just got to be smart about it. Biggest lie ever. Why would someone be like the biggest lie I've ever heard? I've done over 1,000 leverage trading, no stop loss ever used. Hey, that's how I didn't lie. It was my trade. Anyway, I don't know if you're calling me a liar. I gotta remove that because I don't deal with negativity. Coin market cap, spot all, and click on the price. Pepe will show you the exact trading at zero. Yeah, just need your take on it. Understand I'm looking at. I don't know what you're looking at. I'm not gonna say it again. That's not the right coin. There's one coin called Pepe, and that's it. And it's 1733 right now. I'm not gonna repeat it again. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where you're at. I don't know what's happening, right? And they're on all these exchanges at 17. Here they say it's 19 for SHIB. If you traded SHIB for Pepe, which is pretty interesting, that's pretty funny, right? But you can see on Uniswap, and they don't show you that you can get it on MEXC for whatever reason here on the chart. So you got to be looking at the wrong Pepe, in my humble opinion, and that's fine. You know what I mean? You'll be all right. It'll make sense. But I don't want to repeat myself. Okay. Yeah, you're just not, I'm on the exchange showing it to you, so I don't know what else to explain, Okay, anyway, to turn 350 into 10K in a week, I need a lawyer, CJ Baker. Honestly, whenever you use the word need, you're putting lack out into the world, and you probably won't get a lawyer. So, and there's really, that's fast money. That's probably how you lose a quick 350. If you have to get a lawyer right now, and it's really serious and you feel like it's not happening, I would reach out. I would reach out on maybe some type of program, like a Kickstarter or whatever. I don't know if that's even around anymore, but something that would say, hey, this is how bad it is for me. This is what I would, and I would also pray. And what about door dashing? What about, putting your hard self to work? No, money isn't made. It's just not how it works. Like right now, everyone looks at me and my channel, my trading group, and all. Oh, what is it? Look at this. Look at all. But I went live for 2.5 years straight without a dime. I gave my life. I dedicated. I didn't care about the money, and I never said I needed to turn 350 into 10,000 overnight. I just didn't do that. I crashed my car, man. Well, that's sad. Maybe God doesn't want you driving the car for now. Maybe it's time to take the bus. I don't know, and I don't mean to be rude, but I submit to God when things happen like that in my life, and I just say, hey, whatever is what it is. So, hey, Lifer, I found you on Around the Blockchain. Love all the videos you post and learning a lot from you. Thanks, man. Keep it up. And sorry for your loss, brother. Stay strong. Thank you. Those who trade lev without a stop loss a lot of times use cross and low leverage. So liquidation price is also very low. You can lose manually close, but liquidation is harder on the right setup. 100% agree. That's the nice way to say it, right? They're trying to throw you off, Sammy. Ignore them. Yeah, exactly. Prompt ChatGPT. Let's role play. You are a lawyer, and I'm not your client. I don't know. Let's role play. I don't know what that means. Bitcoin gone go up, baby. Bitcoin at 28,930 and battling it. And now you have this huge order here on BOOKMAP suggesting that we go higher to 29,200. They do have a massive sell wall there, but that looks like a short squeeze is in order. Whenever you see a bunch of liquidity up here, 385, 174, 162, 245, about almost 1,000 Bitcoins in the general area, I would never short in between a large order unless I was the whale who could move the market. If I can, I'm going to let that play out, right? So again, we don't even have to stare at Pepe anymore. This will go off and then we'll figure it out. But it does look like another nice trade could be happening for Pepe. And I like what I'm seeing. We're back to that high, really. We're back to that really far high. And I'm also in Pepe's spot. I just want to make that clear. I spot trade 90% of the time. And I'm in Pepe's spot right now. If I were to sell all my Pepe at this present moment in time, it would be about $4,600. And last night, there was $3,000 in there. This thing made 50% overnight. So I'm in the money right now, trading spot with no leverage at all, right? So I'm just trading leverage just to kind of have some fun and show you guys kind of how to do it responsibly. And I'm adamant about taking that $800 to $8,000. I'm just going to do it slowly but surely. I've made a few hundred trades now, and I'm learning a lot. I never traded leverage in my life, I traded spot for years, and I was, a serial investor, someone that just kept putting money into projects over and over again until one hit. I just keep going until I win at things. That's kind of my strategy. Just consistency and stubbornness really is the way I've been able to get it where I got it, What do I have $150 in the future? I want to convert into $500 in a month advice. I can't give you financial advice about how to convert your money, but I can educate you of how to trade, and I can teach you about all different things. So for those who are enjoying learning from the lifer, consider the trading group. You gain so much more in there, and it's 100% worth it. Thank you for the love. 100x is crazy risk, yeah. Sam, it's $44 for a Uniswap trade, and it's not even the bull market yet. Ethereum is the worst. Absolutely horrible. I made a video about it. I've talked about it. There's a reason why I don't fully invest a lot of my money in Ethereum. I just don't do it, all right? I have a boatload of ETH that I'm thinking of converting it to some other coin. You know what I mean? That could far outperform the money that I have in Ethereum. But I just feel like it's good to have the staple Ethereum. Like I have like 15 ETH just lying around on 2 different wallets, but I wonder all the time whether it's truly worth it. And, I like Bitcoin more than Ethereum personally, but that's me. A lot of people look at me funny, but it's just how I roll, baby. It's just how I roll, all right? So let's get back into Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. That rising wedge at the top of the channel, likely we do break to the downside. It's just likely. Why? Well, it's, pattern trading 101 on the 4-hour time frame, and the 4-hour could bring us back to the downside. We take a look at our 1-hour time frame, and the 1-hour time frame does want to flip, but it's kind of bearishly retested right now. Or I could straighten it out and say, okay, it's in this. Now, one thing that I do see that's interesting is it's kind of a hidden bullish divergence, as that's swinging up while that's swinging down. But if I extend it already, they're both kind of going up together. There, it's a little flatter. A little bit of hidden bullish tells us we might make a move out of this to the upside. Possible, right? But the resistance coming back up and down, anything is possible, but it does look like we may end up at the bottom of the channel first, which would be about 28,361, and then we can go from there, and we can figure that out from there. Pulse chain will fix these problems. Make sure you get some on the launch. I sacrificed, so I'm going to get a bunch of pulse chain. Just want to make that clear. And I already did the V4 as well. So, news on my Alex idea, on what happened with me and Alex. I just can't remember the password I made. I made the wallet right before a live stream, and like a fool, from some strange reason, I didn't write the password down. I used another one that I use a lot, so it remembered it. Didn't work. So then I got out my little book, and I went in to see, because I figured, I wrote down the seed phrase at least, because I'm not a fool, and I went over that. And when I went over that, the words, I can't figure out. I wrote the words too fast, and some of the words I can't understand what I wrote. Me and my wife sat down for like an hour, and even my sisters helped me, and I tried doing all these different words, and I could never unlock my Alex wallet. So I may have made a big boo-boo, and I've never done that. And it's like $500 in Alex, and it's a little upsetting. And, it was irresponsible of me. I was live streaming at the time when I made the wallet. No true excuses, but, and I bought Alex I did buy Alex at 10, so it is down 50%. I lost $250 on it. So here you go. Is back to matching all sites with pricing. They switch it back to the correct again. At least it's not being arbitraged right now. The team should dump $100 million back in that they got from it. It's funny, right? Alex needs to go back up for this move in the right direction. And again, not everything I pick is going to do numbers. That's why I don't always, if I'm not 100% in something, I don't put a lot into it, right? I just don't. Wow, this thing could moon again. That leverage trade would be up huge right now had I just let it chill. But I just maintain the idea. But the 15-minute really is the aggressor here. And the 15-minute suggests it's just going to continue to pump. 17.5 now. It's like, dang. So I'll just look at this. This will make me feel a little better. All cushy and wishy here, as this thing is just mooning to the upside. I still now assume we'll have $5,000 in PEPE. And I've had $5,000 in PEPE before. I took profits and reinvested. Had I just left it all in there, though, that PEPE would be like $15,000 right now. So, hey. PEPE is going to flip $1 billion this weekend. It very well may. All the words are online. Doge is best for transferring. Maybe your caps lock was on when you created the password. Never thought about that. You know what I mean? Never thought about that. But, so let's do it. I added like, I don't know what I did, honestly. What if it goes in right now and you were right? Oh, no. That was a good point, though. That was a good point. It's just tough. I don't know what's happening. It's tough. Anyway, I think if I really, truly try, but is it worth it now? Might just have to kind of cut it off. The website is in the description. Yeah, I believe you have the information you're looking for in Crypto Lifer website. Yep. Worth a try. I've done it many times. Thank you for saying that. Don't ChatGPT make a good DeFi lawyer. It's funny. Otherwise, you can always email him. Yeah. Why don't you check all the words that Alex uses in the wallet and match them up? You know, they didn't do that for me. They make me write in all the words. Like, it's different. Like, they make me write in the words. Usually they let you, like, set up the words, but that's not the case. They make me write in the words, you know? So, it's just been a little problematic for me personally. Yeah. Kind of sad. The first time I locked myself out of a wallet, like, ever. But, hey, it is what it is. Shout out to the first super chat from Alex. Considering his name is Alex, God bless you for the first super chat of the lot. $92 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Hire someone with your Pepe gain to hack the wallet. LOL. Hey, maybe. Why don't you check all the words that the Alex used are just caps for the first letter? AIDOGE is trying to move with Pepe. We were talking about AIDOGE, and it does like to follow Pepe, and I put it out last night on the channel in the trading group. Let's take a look at AIDOGE on MEXC. And I talked about it getting a bit of a move here because it was in the golden pocket, the 618 Fibonacci level. Check out YPRED, bro. Thanks. YPRED. And that's what I love about all you new awesome people here. YPRED. Alex, $10 super chat. Thank you for the love. And now, where are all these Alexes coming from? Check out YPRED, bro. Thank you. Just took another 1,000 out of Pepe. Free ride from here, baby. Shout out to Crypto Cash, man. I love that you jumped on in and made some money, man. I appreciate that. I love when you make money, man, because you've been so nice to me and such a blessing. Do you have any inside info about whether Ledger STAX will be available? They look pretty cool. Everyone wants to jump in on the new Ledger STAX, right? They've been showing them all the time. Discover Now, Noah's Crypto, My Mint Bag, Family Backup, and they stack on each other. Amazing. I mean, who cares? But that's their new thing, Ledger STAX, you know. I don't like Ledger that much. Enter the world of digital asset protected by your secure feel and touch. I mean, that's what we want. Everyone wants that personal feeling, right? E-Link touchscreen, battery saving, paper-like, and easy on the eyes. Amazing. Transact, control, and earn on the go through Ledger Live. Interesting. Everything you need to explore the Web3 community. And it's funny, I got the Ledger app, and I never did the Bluetooth connection with the phone. Just never did it, right? Discover Now, right? Notify me. You'll put that in immediately, and you'll get notified, right? And we'll put Crypto Lifers at Gmail, right? CryptoLifers@gmail.com, and notify me when the product is available. You'll get a notification, and then they'll jump on it. I consent to the emails, yes. Think it would disappear after this. You know, like it would say, okay, you hit okay. I don't know if it's even working right now. Everyone wants a Ledger stack. I'm sure at Bitcoin Miami, I'll be able to talk to someone that works for Ledger, and maybe I'll be able to wrestle one out of them. You never know. But made for the day-to-day user, crypto user, NFTs with clarity and comfort. Clear, sign your transaction with ease in the world. It starts off, but then again comes on. Thanks for your excitement about Ledger. We have received all the pre-orders we can deliver through summer of 2023. Sign up to be the first to know as soon as we reopen orders. Thanks again for your interest. I mean, that's sad, but like that's how fast. Imagine selling a product that fast. Hey, it's pretty cool. That's how you know they're doing great. They're just doing numbers right now. Our Pepe trade still flat like I thought so. You know what I mean? It's going to be in this flag on the 7-minute time frame. Even the 15-minute now is curtailed. That's when I would consider possibly taking some profits on the trade. I already did it, so we can figure it out. Now I'm just waiting for the 7-minute to do its thing. We told you this flag was coming, all right? Highly likely we're going to get this flag. How do I know? This is just how I trade. And I've been doing the same thing over and over again. As long as you have a system that works and you do it over and again, you're going to be fine. Who attacked Bitcoin and when? Well, we're going to break that down right now when it comes to the news. So thank you so much. We're going to go over what happened to Bitcoin today, and we're going to show you. We're going to show you what happened to Bitcoin. I've been live trading here, as you can see, taking some gains, taking some profits, talking about some ideas, and just showing you where the money is, where my money is, baby, and breaking it down. And yeah, blessings on blessings on blessings, right? So here we are. Yeah, that 189 is going to go to a... See, I'd be saving some U.S. Tether to pay for the taxes of the gains that you make. You get this? All right? There's just some, a few little things that I do that you may, again, I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. But these are a few of the things that I do to kind of protect myself and to always have a backup in case. All right? Just a smart thing to do. And now look, this 1 hour time frame, now this is where cup and handles come from, and this is the whole idea here. So if you want to play AIDOGE, right, we'll move the Fibonacci to the left here. So you can see, and the idea is this, like, do we make a cup and handle? What goes on? One of these shapes will perform, and then AIDOGE could get a move. That could even just be a little scalp on AIDOGE. That was like the second time in my life that or maybe the third or fourth, that I traded an altcoin for futures. I never trade altcoin futures because they just make me uncomfortable with the sways, right? The movements. This flag is starting to look pretty righteous and pretty cool. And when this fills out and there's a chance this thing continues to moon like we wouldn't believe. Pepe still holding the gains, top gainer in the game. LBP's out there. Look at this though. LBP looks like we could make a quick scalp too as well. I would watch this closely for a possible continuation move here. That's another bull flag, you know what I mean? Almost an ascending triangle, really. But that could get legs right now. I would watch this for a possible scalp. Smaller time frame could continue to pump here. That's a 10% gain on launch block protocol. So launch block on the radar. All right. LBP USDT. Funny, man. My elites, man. I love y'all. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Yesterday was a super hard day for me. Tomorrow is going to be probably one of the toughest days when we go to the wake and all that. When I finally kind of I see my father's face for the last time ever. And are you all? And if you were, you would understand there's no room for doubt, complacency, half doing things, and overthinking. Let's go, baby. Ain't no plan B, because plan A took and demanded everything we have. We don't prepare not to succeed. We plan on winning and dominating now. If you ain't all in, you better get there. 100%, man. And that's Deion Sanders, man. I love Deion Sanders, man. One of the coolest people in the game. Certain things were whatever, but I'm not going to judge him for everything. But, he's always had a good message. His excellence for success, his push for excellence and success has just been known, right? And that brings me into the news, everybody. I'll be right back with the news. We're going to kind of run that music down for a second, and then we're going to jump back into the news for you guys. So thank you so much for being here, and get ready. The news is coming your way. The news is coming your way. We're going to load it up too. Get it ready. We have a bunch of different news coming at us as well. And Jamie, if we could add to the news what I was talking about while Bitcoin seems like it's getting attacked, just something that I want to bring up and talk about as well. All right. And there you go. You can already see some news brewing. And I have a new person that's sending me some news every morning. Crypto Bear Baker, man. Thank you for always sending this news. Super awesome. And, I appreciate it. So we have like an extra news segment here that's really kind of loaded up with a lot of news. So we're going to get through it really quick and fast as well, though, and kind of keep you guys up to date with what's happening. I would, so you can see what we're doing here too. But we have a bunch of awesome news today. That really just kind of puts us at I like what we're seeing. All right. And there's even some things that I just can't believe that are going on as well. All right. Give me 1 second, and I'll be back with the news. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do a Crypto Lifer show. Every day, Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m., Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and at about 11:30, and about an hour and a half into the show, we bring you the news. And I said Bitcoin is under attack. In my, it wasn't clickbait, it really is. And Robert Kennedy Jr. condemns Biden's proposed 30% Bitcoin mining tax. And yeah, that's just something that we're going to see. Not cool, not good. Kennedy says crypto regulation is a power grab. Kennedy, who's running in the 2024 U.S. presidential election, said in a thread on Tuesday, cryptocurrencies led by Bitcoin, along with other crypto technologies, are a major innovation engine. Biden's proposed 30% tax on cryptocurrency mining is a bad idea. Kennedy argued that the proposal for controls on cryptocurrency and crypto mining are politically motivated. He called arguments around Bitcoin's high energy consumption a selective pretext to control threats against the elite power structures. And I always talk about that. Industries that use more electricity than Bitcoin, all right? And we look at that and see what's going on. Industries that use more electricity than Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin energy use compared to other other forms of the industry, right? And so we look at this, and hydroelectric is super big, coal, natural gas, wind, solar, nuclear, and geothermal, right? And then global Bitcoin mining has the highest sustainable energy mix. It's hard to see this stuff. I wish I got a bigger chart here. I'll find a better chart for you guys, but I had an awesome chart, and it showed just like, Bitcoin mining compared to the washing machine industry, compared to the lumber industry, compared to all sorts of industries combined. And honestly, there's way more industries that use way more electricity than Bitcoin mining, and Bitcoin actually produces something that other people can use. So shout out to everyone here. If you're on Theta TV, if you're on any other place, Twitch, shout out to my people on Twitch. Shout out to if you're watching on Twitter, no matter where you are in the world. Thank you. Jump on in. And one thing I keep forgetting about, just because it's been a crazy couple of days, but we're doing a cool little hook you up. We're going to give 50,000 sats and a BALLET wallet. But there's a catch to it. In order to do that, in order to be entered to possibly get it, right, you got to go to my Instagram account. And check it out, right? And shout out to Marcus. He always comes up because I guess it's the one page I've been on. But and shout out to my man there too as well. So look, we're gaining steam though. But if you come here, you can follow the Real Crypto Lifer on Instagram and then DM me BALLET, BALLET, BALLET. I'm gonna pick somebody. All right. About Saturday night, we'll do it. Saturday night, I'll pick someone, and you will be getting a BALLET wallet and 50,000 sats, which is about $15. The wallet's about $25, $30 in shipping. It's about a total of about $45 to $50, and that's a really nice gain. So just something to think about. Jump on in if you want to, and there you have it. All right, and there you have it. Look, that's why you get out of the trade when you can, as it's getting sold off heavily right now. All right. Hi, Mom. All right, Bonque County okays a one-year moratorium on cryptocurrency mining to explore regulations. Asheville, country commissioners approved a one-year moratorium on cryptocurrency mines. May 2nd, a temporary pause fueled by burgeoning concerns as nearby towns battle similar operations and potential negative impacts, such as excess energy, e-waste, and pollution and noise. Wow. So they're just going hard at Bitcoin mining today. Bitcoin Ether rise. ADA is the day's biggest gainer. Investors await European central banks' interest rate decisions. So Bitcoin and Ether rose on Thursday afternoon in Asia, along with other top 10 stablecoins and cryptocurrencies. And we're going to look for, rate hikes by by the EU too. And they have their own little interest rate thing going on, which affects us as well. I don't know what that is. Cryptocurrency and the luxury sector, how the two worlds collide. And that's how VeChain really started. VeChain was really there to, if you had you could put it on the blockchain. If you had a Burberry belt and you didn't want to get it, or if you had Gucci glasses or something like that are basically constantly, counterfeited, you would be able to stop counterfeit by putting it on the blockchain, and it would have its own code. And if it's not on the blockchain, it's not real. So it's a way to make sure that luxury goods are not counterfeited. It's a good idea. French Senate proposed would allow influencers to promote cryptocurrency. The Senate Proposed comes out just months after the National Assembly floated legislation banning influencer advertising for crypto products and services. The French Senate Committee on Economic Affairs recently approved an amendment to pending legislation allowing registered cryptocurrency companies to hire social media influencers for advertising and promotional purposes. I mean, I get it. There's a draw line. A lot of people are shills, but there's a lot of people who just love what they do and they want to create content, what they're passionate about. That's like curtailing someone's passion and not letting them live. I'm happy to see that this is getting pushed forward and they're actually changing the way they look at it. Ripple ranked number one ahead of MasterCard for CBDCs by the research firm. Juniper Research, a digital sector consulting, released a new study on the central bank digital currencies and ranked Ripple 1 out of 15 competitors. Anthony Welfare, senior CBDC advisor at Ripple, who also served as an advisor in the UK government on blockchain, highlighted the award. That's interesting. Is Ripple going to become the enslaved coin that no one will be able to leave? That's very, very weird. We already own it, so you're just going to get CBDC as Ripple. It's an interesting concept. Or maybe they're going to use the underlying technology, not XRP. Remember, Ripple and XRP are not the same. So, but they believe that ledger technology that Ripple has really could help a CBDC. And Robert Kennedy condemns the mining. And and that's I believe that's going to be it with the news. One more thing, L7 platform partners AAA to expand cryptocurrency payments. Following the partnership, L7 platform customers can now pay for the company's services using Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and USD Coin. The collaboration between L7 and AAA aims to address customers' demand for cryptocurrency payment and options. And last but not least, SEC removes proposed definition of digital assets from its final hedge fund rules. The SEC has deleted its proposed definition of digital assets from the final form PF rules. The Commission and staff are continuing to consider this term, the SEC said. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has deleted its once proposed definition of digital assets from its final hedge fund reporting rules. We propose adding digital assets as a new term to the Form FB glossary of terms. The Commission and staff are continuing to consider this term and are not adopting digital assets as part of this rule at this time. They don't know what to do, really. They're kind of lost in the sauce. Arbitrum-based exchange Kronos attracts $170 million to yield pools in a single day. Arbitrum getting that big move. I like my bags of Arbitrum. Gaming studio BitBlocks to build an on-chain game for $68 billion online gambling. Which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is what it is, right? A lot of people have lost their shirts gambling, but as long as you do it responsibly and you like what you're doing. And that's kind of it. And the other news is from yesterday, and that is the news, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning on in to that news. And I'm going to bring you back to the live. All right. 11:47. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. If you're new to the channel, if you just come, thank you for being here. All right. Okay. Moving forward, let's go back into BTC, see what's happening for Bitcoin. And I like this LBP launch block. I like that flag that we're in, considering we could make a bigger move. And if you're in my trading group but you can't watch the show because you're at work or something's happening, get ready, baby. Get ready. All right. We're going to be able to post things for you before you know it. All right. And last but not least, I want to talk back about BTC. Where are my predictions for the day? What do I think is what is possibly going to happen for Bitcoin? All right. Also got bought back up there, and let's just look at it again. Here's my KuCoin chart. I'm going to delete all my moving average for a second, and we're just going to look at price action. And Pepe crossing that vertical line, right? And that's what I like to do. See, now we didn't have to stare at it. We had to set alerts. Right now, you should have learned what I'm teaching you right now about alert systems. For someone who's busy and says, I can't do these things, well, yada, yada, yada. Well, the word can't just tells you that you can't. If you believe there's no opportunity, then there's not. If you believe there is opportunity, then there is. It's just that simple to me. And so, yeah, it's just that simple to me. You have to basically trick your brain into believing there is opportunity at every step of the way. So, look, I like what we're seeing here. We're oversold in the 1 hour time frame. 4 hour does kind of want to go, but anything can happen there. I did talk about how the 4 hour could just crush us. And so far, it's a bearish engulfer from these sections of candles. You do have a gap, too. You left here. Wouldn't be surprised if you ended up down here to the downside. And the 1 hour time frame, let's see what the 1 hour time frame can do. Let's give it its due diligence, but it suggests that the 1 hour is just going to at least get a push back to the top of the channel. Even if we eventually make an M pattern, watch out for an M. I'd like to see Bitcoin close a 4 hour or daily candle above the high volume node POC here at 29,003. If we can do that, we can remain bullish. If we're not, we get rejected. We're either staying tight in the channel or a bearish retest. The best short would be if we retested this area, which we probably would, and we would fall further down to the POC, and we lose this, volume area high and come back down to this area too. So I believe the 1 hour will pump. And if we can't get back above the zone, 4 hour will take over, and we could still consider ourselves pushing down to the downside. Measured move would probably be somewhere around here, which is about 28,138. But Bitcoin's still doing really good at 28,866. So it's kind of my idea. And then my last idea, too, is we're in that symmetrical triangle, right? And we're just waiting to see what's going to happen in this bigger triangle here. This is it. Down, up, and eventually we're going to pick a move. The measured move to the upside would take us to about 32,628. And the measure to the upside, and the measure move to the downside would take us to 24,885. And that, my friends, is the show. Thank you so much for being here. Let me take a look at all the super chats before we jump on out of here. We'll get those done, and we'll keep it moving. YPRED. I went over YPRED, and it didn't give me anything. I put YPRED crypto, and yeah, I didn't find it. YPRED AI on Twitter here. Okay. There we go. You could have given me the AI, I guess. All-in-one AI ecosystem. Pre-sale stage. Pre-sale 5. Listing price 12 cents. Interesting. It's in pre-sale. You can buy it from Matic right now on the Polygon network. So I got some Matic lying around. I'll take a shot on this. You never know. Don't do what I do. Okay? Highly speculative in nature I am, and I am also high risk. I've also earned the ability to be high risk because I've made a substantial amount of money in low-risk assets, and I keep myself pretty disciplined and together, right? So let's switch this to the Matic mainnet, Polygon. All right, and you can see I have about $750 in Matic right now. And let's see right now. The amount of tokens must be at least 200, all right? Matic. And again, don't do what I do, all right? 200 times 5 cents. Yeah, okay. Lifetime access to predict analytics. That's pretty awesome. Insufficient funds in your wallet. Oh, that's 2,000. Yeah. Well, let me see. I'm trying to figure out what I can buy here. So let's do, if I had $500, we'll go backwards, right? You get it? I like anything AI, and I'm highly speculative. And you just even look at this project, you say, well, sometimes I take a shot. Sometimes, and it's been sitting in that wallet for however long doing its thing. So I have $700. And I divide it by 0.05 cents, right? And so I get 14,000 of this coin, all right? Matic. So I'm going to write here, and I'll take about, 13,500. Insufficient funds in the wallet. I don't understand. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. You can see I have the Matic right there, 739 Matic. All right, maybe I was a little too advantageous there. 12,000. I also don't like the way I'm trying to get in. It's a little weird, right? And this could be a rug pull. Just be very careful. Very, very careful. We don't know, right? We don't know. But it's interesting. And I haven't seen a pre-sale in a long time. Insufficient funds in the wallet. My wallet balance, 0 YPRED. Having a hard time figuring out what's going on here, everyone. Clearly I hit Matic, right? Bonus included, lifetime access. That's awesome. Oh, that's why I'm clicking lifetime access, and I think that's what the key is, right? But it's saying it's 12,000, and I'm pretty sure I have enough for 12,000 in Matic. Maybe it's trying to. Maybe you put 700. It's like the amount, and that's it. Let's see. Okay, it's how much Matic you have, right? But still, like, that was weird. A weird transaction for me personally. Okay, there we go. So I bought $700 worth of YPRED. Now, if you didn't know how you had it or what was going on, let's see if you can find it here. I like the concept. I see what was going on there pretty fast. It didn't take me that long to figure that out. So I can get the wrapped Matic or YPRED here. I'm going to copy that. Should be able to go here and add a custom token just to see if we have it. Import a token. And there it is. And then I can see how many YPRED I have. Import tokens. Says I didn't get any. Did I get rug pulled? Did I just get rug pulled? What happened there? Did you just rug pull me completely? You know, my wallet balance, 1375. Or maybe I won't get it yet until the pre-sale's out. You know what I mean? And they distribute the coins. Right now it says I have this much on YPRED. So, hey, we'll go from there. But you saw me just do something high risk, high reward. Do not do that if you can't handle it. Again, don't do anything you say. I've invested. Dang. I don't do pre-sales. I'm over 7 with them, and it's a pre-sale that got my trust wallet robbed. 12. Yeah, I wish the wallets would show the price and amount of the coin. Sam, which Instagram is yours? Because I look for your account, and there's a few fake ones. What's your name? The Real Crypto Lifer. The Real Crypto Lifer on Instagram right here. And you can see the numbers. Shout out to Crystal. We love you, Crystal. God bless you. Appreciate you. That's funny. Worst advice ever, right? But the Real Crypto Lifer right there. 1,162 followers. That's me. That's me. Anyone else is just not the real deal. All right? Anyone else is. You can always go to my link tree. This is a smart idea. Go to my link tree. And the link tree is also a good idea. So if you're ever having an issue, go to my link tree, hit Instagram, and it's going to take you to the right Instagram. All right? It's another way to kind of stay on topic. It's sad. I was really like an Instagram behemoth. It takes up to 24 hours to get your token. Thank you, Alex. God bless you, brother. And shout out to OMAC. I will not be able to make it to the wake, my brother. Just know that I stand with you. Know that Jesus loves you more than words can say. I donated to your father's cause, your brother from another mother, OMAC. God bless you, my friend. Thank you so much for the love, man. I really, really appreciate that. It means the world to me. Thank you for the $50 super chat. May God bless you and yours. All right, anyone doing super chat today? I see them around. Okay, super chats. MEPL, AIDA, and CELR. Okay, let's take a look at Maple USDT on CoinEx. I thought it was on. I thought it was also on Coinbase. I'm just not a huge fan of Gate.io, or I don't use those coins, those places a lot. And Maple, wow, Maple was hot. No, I don't know if this is the same Maple. What I don't like is the liquidity right here. You can see it's kind of up and down. So let's take a look if there's a better place to help you out here. Maple, right? And I believe this is what you're asking about. Okay. Adam and Eve daily time frame. Maple down to 6 cents. I don't know if he's talking about this coin or another coin, right? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's also weird how it's setting it up here. Usually you get, like Sui, you get the coin, the name, the title. Yeah, this is confusing me a little bit. Possibly an Adam Eve double bottom down there. I don't know. This thing's down in the tubes. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I can't see the market cap 26 million. I'm not sure why everything's on the left, though. It's like they did. Maple Finance launches pool for U.S. Treasury. Yields? Interesting. That's weird. Crypto lender Maple Finance opens U.S. Treasury bill pool for cash management. Maple is a decentralized corporate credit. Man, so it could do well. Makes me think of maple syrup, and I get hungry like I want to eat pancakes. Query flags by No, like what was that? That was weird. And YPRED, man. You can pay with a card or more. BNB, USDT, Ethereum, or Matic. Hey, $700, 13. Yeah, I get it now. Ethereum 7. So it just shows you like, yeah, all right. Unleash the power of YPRED access through thousands of crypto price predictions, AI-driven analytics in a developed marketplace, and a sophisticated trading terminal. Elevate your trading game and harness the future of AI-driven tools. And in-depth data of YPRED. And if everyone's using AI Pro tools, they're all going to do the same thing. So you still want to become your own trader in your own mind and get a strategy, because don't just think it's all going to be AI. You can just do whatever you want. I believe that would be a bad way to think about it. Let's take a look at our baby AIDA. Cardano had a big move yesterday. My baby Cardano, I'm a long-term Cardano holder, got in at 2 cents and continue to hold my Cardina. I call it Cardina because I think it's funny. And we'll take a look here at Cardano on KuCoin. My place to be is KuCoin, baby. And jump on into the MEXC idea today. Remember, MEXC, lowest fees in the game of anyone else, right? And that's why you can't hold on forever. We're going to take a look at PEPE before we get out of here. Metal's in a cup and handle. I'll get Maple. And it could blast out this cup and handle to the upside if someone was thinking about it. The measured move would take you to about 102. All right. Cardano, let's break it down. Cardano back at 38 cents. But to me, it is inverted head and shoulder, but it's just making a long-term bull. I wouldn't be swing trading Cardano for massive gains, but as an inverted head and shoulder that could break it all the way up to about 58, 59 cents. Again, it's, rounded bottoms pay the bills, and it's slowly coming out of its midsection to the upside, which tells me that it's just probably definitely bottomed around this level at about 21, 22 cents. I don't see it going much lower, but again, what do I know? What do I know? And now look at CELR one last time. That was on our radar for a possible move. It looked nice to me. Let's take a look at our baby CELR. What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, I was about to say, it uses an E, man. So we're still watching CELR. It's still hanging out. The bigger time frames take time. They take time. It did break out. It's kind of sitting sideways, but it's only a matter of time. I like what I'm seeing for this cup and handle for CELR. The last time we had a massive move. We could have a massive move again. The daily looks absolutely beautiful for CELR. Only a matter of time. Still on the radar. I definitely, nothing has changed. CELR looks absolutely amazing. First measured move would take you to 0.33998, and the bigger would be 0.4401 for CELR. All right. Okay. And remember, anyone can jump in onto the competition on MEXC. No reason. If you're going to trade anyway, you might as well trade and see if you can get hooked up. In my humble opinion, why not? Just, it's like benefiting from what you already do. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to look at PEPE one more time, and then I'm out of here for the day. I just did my Bitcoin update, so you saw that already. We don't need to go on that one. I don't know why I'm like stuck in my thoughts here. Remember, we said we were going to watch this 7-minute do its thing here. And we knew the 7-minute was going to come down. And now, look, it's retesting. There's the cup and handle with the retest. Technically, that would be the entry. Look at our 15-minute time frame. Yeah, it could be making a quick double bottom for another reverse move back to the upside. That's what's called a retest right there for PEPE. And anything is possible. That's definitely what's called a retest. 7 minutes suggests we could continue to pump at almost every single moment. So measured move there of the smaller idea would take you to about 19, and then we could go all the way to our next level at about 23,459. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Thank you for putting YPRED on my radar. Thank you for hooking me up. And I appreciate it. I'm Email Crypto Livers with some instructions for recovering the Hero Wallet passphrase. I hope it helps, brother. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm going to look into that right away. So God bless everyone. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next live stream. God bless.